Hi, I'm Elisa D, and here are some thoughts about this week's Bible reading. It's said that the greatest way to give charity is to do so anonymously. But isn't that a kind of hard thing to do? Facebook and Twitter are the best proofs to show that we all want to show off when we do something nice and commendable. We want our 15 minutes of fame and as many Facebook likes as we can get. And I'm not sure if you've heard, but now there's a new app that just came out that allows people to tweet even after they're dead. So now we'll be able to tweet from the world beyond and let everyone know if we made it to heaven or something like that. It seems like we can never stop talking and self-promoting these days, even posthumously. And then there's Moses, the most humble man in history. He was a reluctant talker and an ever more reluctant leader. But it turns out he's a household name nonetheless. And it's not because he begged God to make him famous and put his name in lights, but rather because he said to God, "If you intend to destroy the Jewish people, take my name out of your book." And guess what? God did. In this week's Bible reading, Moses' name is nowhere to be found. It's the first time his name has been omitted from the text since his birth. But what makes it ever more strange is that it's at this time of year that we commemorate Moses' death. So if ever there was a time to honor him and put his name in neon lights, or at least in the Bible, it would be in this current chapter. But the omission of Moses' name in this week's reading really underscores everything that Moses was really all about. He didn't live his life to cater to his ego, nor to see his name in lights. He strove not to be a king over his people, but rather to serve them and to serve his God. Moses had a big, huge life because he didn't care about small things. Moses doesn't need to tweet us from beyond, because while he lived, he stood for things that last forever and things that were greater than himself. And the truth is, none of us would ever need an obituary to prove that we died, if all along we had purposeful and unselfish lives to prove that we lived. Okay, not every one of us can be a Moses to a nation, but we can be a Moses to the people in our own lives. We can make peace among our family and friends and not take credit for it. We can leave food by the door of a poor person and not stand there waiting for a thank you card. We can pray for someone who really needs our prayers without telling them or the whole world having to know about it. When we direct our energy outward to help others and try to live big lives and not ones that can be tweeted in 140 characters or less, we won't have to search for things to brag and tweet and post about. Our lives will speak for themselves.